And then she's got her little Lockheed red repaint on her shoulder. I don't know why she has a dragon. Someone in the comments let me know. How's it going, y'all? Rowdy Riles back with another video with more crazy hair and with the vocal fry from still having this freaking cold. But I got something cool today from Amazon. It's a 2-pack from Marvel Legends. Of course, it's Marvel Legends. I've realized that that's really the bread and butter of my channel, and I would like to pivot away from that, especially because of what Hasbro's doing, like that Tron thing. Oh my god, the Pryde. Not that I'm a Tron person, like that wasn't for me, but it's a niche fan base and you're screwing them over, Hasbro. But today we have a 2-pack, which is from Astonishing X-Men, which I don't really have a collection for that, but I don't have a Kitty Pryde, and I need to add a Colossus to my MVC shelf. So today we have the Kitty Pryde and Colossus 2-pack. So yeah, Amazon sent me a messed up box, but you know me, I just throw them away anyway. And before we get into it, I want to say, check out my merch, because I'm doing a fundraiser for the Trevor Project. The Woke Toy Avengers merch, it says 50%, but it's more like 90% is going to the Trevor Project for LGBTQ youth in mental crisis, etc., etc. I've already made like 25 bucks. So if you would all want to help, I would say even directly donate to the Trevor Project. That's the best way to do it. But if you also want a cool shirt out of it, I will make sure that that money gets to them at the beginning of the month, and I will make a video about that, and we'll continue doing that until the foreseeable future. So yeah, with all that being said, let's get into this video. I would like to try to swap some parts and see if I can make the other Colossus pinless, but we'll see. Okie dokie, looking at the front of the box, it says Marvel Legends series up at the top, Kitty Pryde, Marvel's Colossus, Astonishing X-Men. We go to the side and we get a picture of Kitty and Colossus doing the old huggy smuggy, because you know they're a couple of goofy kids just in love. On the back we get some more artwork of Kitty and Colossus, nice headshots there, and we get a blurb. Kitty Pryde returns to Xavier Institute to teach a new generation of mutants, but is astonished, wow, to discover former love Colossus resurrected from the dead. He ain't dead no mo. Open window, headshots down there of the two looking at each other. The forlorn lovers reunited once again. Top of the box, bottom of the box, and with all that being said, why are they always... I don't know what to say. Pork chop sandwiches.
Pork chop sandwiches.
They finna smash. Here is everyone's third favorite X-Men couple out of the box. Well, I don't know. They may be some people's first favorite. But we've got Astonishing Kitty and Colossus. And Kitty is reuse of the Shriek body other than the upper torso. So there's nothing new here. Very plain. Black and yellow suit. We do get the same old Lockheed that we've seen about 1,000,000 trillion times before. Colossus, however, completely new sculpt. We got butterfly joints. It is slightly different from his normal costume. It's the Astonishing costume, obviously, but that silver paint is very nice. Of course, he's always wearing red and yellow, and that's Colossus's colors. We don't have the flared boots or shoulders as we're used to seeing from Colossus like in the 90s and stuff. But you know, they look good together. They pose well. I mean, Kitty is limited. I wish she had butterflies, etc., etc., more torso articulation, because she's only got an upper ball peg, because it's, like I said, it's the Shriek torso with the new upper torso, which is, you know, unfortunate, but this is Hasbro we're talking about. Fewer and fewer, less and less. That's how it's going to be. I tried to limb swap this Colossus with the other one, but I think they're not compatible. The arms and legs, the pegs and all that stuff, I don't think they're compatible, but head swaps do work. So we'll see that a little bit later in the video. But, you know, details are there. We've got some yellow accents painted nicely. Really no paint issues on my figures that I can see. Belt, it's got that yellow trim with the X symbol in, is it gold? Yeah, it's in gold. So that looks very nice. And then, of course, we got that yellow stripe up the middle. And those butterfly joints that Hasbro is using now are actually really good. I'll show you all that in the articulation. But these guys look really good together. And Kitty just got to keep her mouth shut. She can't be trying to make a point by using words that she shouldn't use. We're gonna try to keep a lid on Kitty's mouth for this video. Just Kitty, don't. I understand the point you're trying to make, but don't. Okay, girl. Sometimes you just got to keep it to yourself. But the head sculpt is very nice. This one, smiling. I wish the hair was curlier and bigger, but I'm guessing this is based on the Astonishing look. And then Colossus, you got the angry face on there. He does come with an alternate head. Yeah, I really don't have any gripes with the way the figures look. It's all about Kitty's articulation. That is kind of disappointing.
Right face.
Alright, so back to the video. I've been like breaking this up into chunks because I've just been doing a lot. We're checking out their height now, right? That's where we're at in the video. Yeah, so Kitty stands at about 6, just like 6 inches. We'll call her 6. The hair brings her a little bit over, but Colossus stands at 7.5 inches. And like, I don't think there's really a point in going over the articulation for Kitty because it's the Shriek body, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm cool like that. So we'll do her first just because it'll knock it out, and then of course we got Lockheed on her shoulder. We'll take him off. All right, actually let me switch the head sculpt first so that we have a little bit more articulation on the head. And so the upper body is new, right? Because it's got a ball peg instead of hinge and swivel, which, you know, forward and backward is very limited by that. Also side to side. Shoulders come up, wow, pretty tight. 90 degrees, they're blocked by the shoulder blade. Pinless double elbows with the bicep cut, so that's nice. Articulation on the torso. The only articulation we get is a ball peg at the upper joint. So we get backwards a decent amount, not a great amount. And then forward, barely anything. Legs come forward that far to the side. Don't really go back because your butt gets in the way. We got some butt kicking action. We got a thigh cut. And we got the pinless double knees and rockers. So nothing insane. It would have been nice if they had done like some kind of phasing effect, like you can remove her arm and like put it somewhere. I don't know, like it would have been cool if they'd included that, but this is Hasbro. This is Hasbro we're talking about. So Kitty's articulation, and then we gotta zoom out for Colossus because he's a big friggin' boy. Now Colossus is definitely the draw of the 2-pack. Obviously, all new sculpt. Head does not go forward or backward very far though, or forward. It is very limited, also on the side to side. So the head doesn't really have articulation. Shoulders come up 90 degrees. These butterfly joints, much like the blade ones, you see that? They go up and down and side to side. So Legends is doing some crazy stuff with butterfly joints. I'm actually a big fan of those newer joints. Bicep cut, single pinless joint. Articulation of the torso. We got an upper ball peg, goes back that far, forward that far, so slightly more than Kitty, not a great amount. Would have been nice if we had a ball peg at the waist, but we just have the stupid waist swivel. Legs come forward to the side, all the way out actually. Pinless double knees, butt kicking action, thigh cuts, rockers, all that stuff. So does Colossus articulate? Yes. Is it the best articulation? No. No drop down or anything like that, which, you know, the MCU Blade and Daredevil and Punisher had. So I said that in the Blade video. The MCU figures are really getting a lot more love and care put into them. Colossus is good, but he should be better based on some other characters that we've gotten of a larger size. But now I guess we will get into the accessories. So, oof, I'm still getting over this cold, so I get a little worn out. Maybe I should pause this.
Hey, Mike, you better make sure Super Rooski doesn't malfunction.
That's gotta be him.
Alright, so accessories, first of all, we do get these head sculpts for both of them. Kitty, she gets 2 head sculpts. The first one is with ponytail. It's got a little bit of articulation. She's very pretty. Just got a stern, stoic look. And then Colossus, we get this angry head sculpt. And the cool thing about these head sculpts is they do fit on the older 2-pack Colossus that came with Juggernaut. So those are very useful. And I'm as you can see, there is the other head sculpt that Colossus comes with on that Colossus. And it does make the neck a little bit shorter, but he's going to go on my Marvel vs. Capcom shelf. And I tried to do a limb swap. It didn't work. So pegs are different lengths and all that stuff. And they're also very vehemently stuck. Like, they don't want to come off, even if you heat them up beyond being soft. So it's like hard to get them out. But I think that this looks cool. The hands also don't fit on this Colossus. The peg is too small on the new ones. So really all you can get out of this is a head swap. But I think that this head is much better than the other Colossus head, so I can't really complain too much. Then we get this other kitty head sculpt right here, which is with her hair down and she's smiling. I think her hair should be way more crazy and curly like mine, because Kitty's known for her curly hair, but I'm assuming this is what she looked like in Astonishing X-Men with her hair down, so we'll give it a pass. We get this reused Lockheed, which we've seen a million times before, but I didn't have a purple Lockheed, which is what he's supposed to be. He's got his little red eyes, the white teeth are painted, and yeah, so it's just purple plastic with slight paint details. And then we get a fist, a set of fists and a set of open hands for Colossus. My goodness. And like I said, the peg is smaller than the old one, so you can't really use those, but they're very nice. The silver paint on this Colossus is very nice. And then same thing with Kitty. We get a set of open hands and a set of fists for Kitty Pryde here. And that is all of the accessories. Oh my god!
Code 10! We have a code 10!
Huh. I wonder what a code 10 is.
So first up, for scale and comparison, we're just going to do my 3 Colossus that I have, because I only have 3. We've got the Deadpool and Wolverine one on the left, and we've got the old 2-pack Juggernaut one on the right, and then the one in the middle is the new one, obviously. And actually the movie one is like the same height as the new one. And also, if you wanted to swap the heads from the movie one, they do fit on both pegs. They're just a little bit loose, so you'd have to maybe put some tack on there or have it sit a certain way. But yeah, they are interchangeable. And the cool thing about Colossus is, like, all 3 of these are painted silver, so all 3 of these heads can work for a comic book look, so that's pretty cool. Here they are with Magic, who is Colossus' sister. She is smaller than Kitty, and then she's got her little Lockheed red repaint on her shoulder. I don't know why she has a dragon. Someone in the comments let me know, because I was told that in the movie, the New Mutants movie, she has a dragon and it's Lockheed, and maybe she was just watching it for Kitty. I don't know. But why does Magic have a dragon in the 616 version that we've got here? Let me know in the comments. Engagement. Here they are next to Blob, and with Toad, Captain America, Rhea Ripley, CoverGirl for some G.I. Joe, and then lastly with Jada Toys, Shaggy. Like, zoinks, man, it's a huge metal dude.
Our country is through with empires, Omega Red.
So with all that being said, y'all, this price tag, $55, you know, there's some wins and losses in this pack. I didn't have Kitty Pryde, and I wanted to have an MVC Colossus and an X-Men team Colossus, so I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Would I have rather have paid $49.99 or $38.99? Yeah, most definitely. But Hasbro's pricing is all over the place, and I'm gonna really try my best to start buying less and less Hasbro stuff. Like, really the only thing I get is Legends and then a Black Series here and there. But like, if I can avoid it, if Jada starts dropping those pre-orders, my priorities are shifted immediately. But yeah, if you like this video, go ahead, smash like. If you're new here, subscribe, become a channel member if you want to support the channel even further. Check out my Trevor Project merch fundraiser. There's a video, but yeah, check out my merch, Woke Toy Avengers. Most of the proceeds from that are going to the Trevor Project. Let me know why Magic has that dragon. If you think this 2-pack is worth it, if you think it's a ripoff, how your day is going, just say hey. Do all that stuff. Keep your head up, stay brave, be kind to your local LGBTQ plus community. If you're protesting, be extra super duper 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 safe. I love y'all. I'll see you next time, and bye-bye.
No. Not again. For another lifetime.
Do not stop! Take us both!
return to...
Found a mythical Walmart end cap.
Ah, Morty, you're still watching this crap, isn't this? To review figures and toys and stuff, aren't you a little old for toys? Ah, jeez, Rick, you know, I don't think you should call her a bitch, and I kind of like her videos, so maybe you should shut the f*** up. Thank you, Morty. Thank you.